Hey there, and welcome to the Conversations with Me podcast, aka the CWR Podcast that airs every Wednesday. This is Season 1 Life Is, and I'm your host, Rita. This is episode 9. Hi, and welcome back. Today we are talking the aspect of life being seasons of solitude or moments of solitude and the power behind that. The power behind what comes out of being by yourself and getting comfortable with moments alone and being by yourself and what it signifies in each individual journey, in each of our lives journeys. So an extra tie-in to that would an additional tie-in to that could also be, I could also call it, life is rock bottom moments. And by that I mean in each of us that could look so different. Rock bottom could mean loss of everything. In other aspects it could just mean getting to that point in yourself where like there just has to be more. This is not all I was created to be. Who am I? What does this all mean? Those moments of true soul searching, asking questions that are answered in those moments of solitude. And I don't even think it's just something you do once. I think it becomes almost like a lifestyle of yours, especially in the mind, because it creates that connection to the one who created life, the author of your life, the creator of life. So I'm once again drawing from a movie. I think I've been doing that lately. Some time back, I was watching Look Both Ways on Netflix, and for me it stood out so significantly. Again, without trying to give spoilers, the story is sort of telling the main character's life in two different ways. If right after college this happened, and if that didn't happen, what would have happened? But at the end of the day, we get to the point where, on one hand, life went off her original plan, and she has to deal with that. On the other hand, everything ticked the box and she got, the right job, all these things. But at some point, on both parallel existences, she hits rock bottom for various reasons. And I don't want to give away too much, so that in case you plan on watching it, you can check it out. In case you don't plan on watching it, I'm trying to give you all the context so you can get the meaning I got out of it. Or rather, that stood out for me and I could relate it to my own journey. She gets to this point where it's falling apart within herself and externally. And so, which is what I'm tying to hitting rock bottom. And it was, in as much as she had community and people supporting her and able, I guess, to give her a place to stay and all those things, it was in her moments of solitude. Like, she had to go into her thoughts and pull from within her to crack understanding of this thing that had been her potential for so many years but had not yet bloomed into its full self. And it had to be that rock bottom moment that triggered the solitude moment that then birthed the beginning of seeing her live out her full potential. And I think God deliberately, God calls us into those moments on purpose, these seasons of solitude, but we sort of run from them or ignore them or don't understand them for what they are. And we want to stay in the crowd, we want to stay in busyness, we want to stay in activities, we want to stay in places whose seasons are up and whose time is up. But if we stop to recognize that a part of life is these seasons of solitude, these moments of solitude, and sometimes they're recurring, sometimes they are extended for a period, sometimes they're little bits of them. Whatever it is, it manifests differently for all of ourselves and different journeys. They are necessary, they are key. Your answer is not external. I've said this before, and I guess I'll always be saying it because it is such a strong truth. It's already been deposited in you, and it needs to come out from understanding yourself from the source. From the ideas and the dreams sometimes will remain hazy until moments of solitude and intense and deliberate soul searching and question asking and communing with your maker for you to begin to get clarity on those things, to begin to understand how to execute them, to begin to breathe life into them. So do not despise the moments of solitude. Do not think something is wrong with you. Do not think that everyone else is getting ahead and you're being drawn back. There is so much power in those moments, almost like your time to rise like a phoenix, to go down and from the ashes kill everything, lose everything else that was part of your previous seasons, and come out into a new season, into a new level as a brand new person with beautiful perspectives and clarity about your story, about your purpose, about who you are. And you'll find that indeed God pulls us away into solitude moments. It could be circumstances that are happening around us. It could be a drawing in us. Don't underestimate those moments. Give them their due respect, and you will be blown away by what comes out of that. I'm currently remembering a quote, and I can't quote it right now, so I'll put it on the screen or put it in the comments. But it was basically, I think I wrote this in one of my LinkedIn articles, maybe my last one. Again, I'll leave that link. But it was basically pushing to, you would be shocked what comes out of those moments of solitude. It's by an actress. I know her. I know what she looks like. I just can't remember her name right now. So I'll put up the quote. So life is these moments of solitude, these seasons of solitude. You would be shocked what comes out of them. So let yours, honor yours as they call you in, as they pull you in, or as they force you in. Sometimes you need to be forced. Honor them, and you'll be blown away by how much insight and truth and clarity and revelation you get from those moments. So honor the moments of solitude, because they are a huge aspect of life. And let God reveal to you what He needs to reveal to you in those quiet moments. I believe that's it for today. That's it for this episode. So until the next one, arise and shine. Bye for now. Thank you for being here. You can catch new episodes of the CWR Podcast every Wednesday, either by watching via IAmArete on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast provider. The CWR Podcast is currently available on Spotify and Anchor. This has been Conversations with Ree.